All right, everybody. We're gonna talk chickens today. Y'all know we love our chickens around here. We have a ton of them, and well, Xander's already thrown out a little bit of feed for them in here. So up in here, ow, chicken run over my foot. We are going to, Xander's gonna put feed in that feeder. I'm gonna get over here this morning. One of them laid an egg over here. Ooh, she just laid it too. It's warm. So we're gonna talk about what we do with our chickens around here. Now, inside here is a wide variety of chickens. Like that rooster. What was them things? Some ones we bought last year.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember now what in the crap it's called. Anyway. Oh yeah, he'll pick the fire out of you getting that feed out of your hand. Yeah. Anyway, we have barnyard mixes, we have lavender Orpingtons, we have like this Brahma style rooster, we have leghorns, we have Americanas, we have oh Lord, I can't think, like a Dominique or a Barred Rock. There's a variety of chickens in here, and we get a variety of eggs, like this one for instance. You see, it's khaki colored with white speckles on it. We get solid white ones. We get like a rose colored one. I'll show you some of them here in a little bit. I don't know if you can see her or not. There's a little bitty bantam hen running around right there. That's the only bantam chicken we got around here, because well, we don't really care for them, but we breed these. Well, I say we breed these, we don't really breed them. They just kind of do their own thing. But there's that little banty right there. They breed themselves. They do their own thing, and they like coming back here. The ones at free range, they come back here. Oh, we got another. Now this is one of the things we deal with every now and then, is this right here. Now while it may look like an egg, if you look real close, it's squishy, because it has no shell on it. Now, we don't have them very often. We've had, between all the chickens that we got in the last, I don't know, 4 months or so, this is only the second one like this that we got. It just got messed up, you know. She didn't have enough calcium in her body or something. But the dogs, especially this one in particular, there you go, really likes raw eggs. So that's his little treat, is he gets them raw eggs. And yeah, this is a treat for him. But that's one reason why the chickens lay them up high like that, is because we had an issue with him eating the eggs they was laying out on the ground in different areas. But they just adapted to the goose is trying to fly out of there. What? Oh. So in this pen we have ducks, geese, and Rhode Island red chickens. Now, as you can see, there's 2 Rhode Island red roosters and a couple of hens in there. 3 or 4, I don't remember exactly how many, but looks like 3 hens, I think, in there. Now, these hens ain't quite old enough to lay yet. They still pretty small, not small, but young. And for some reason, the geese don't give us no eggs. One's a male, one's a female. and we don't get any eggs off of them. The ducks, every now and then, they'll go through a spell and we'll get 2, 3, 4 eggs, and then we won't get none for a while. But I'm gonna take you over to another pen here in a second and show you the, I guess, the reverse aging of our chickens. So we'll be back with you in a second. All right, so inside here, as you can see, we got some chickens that are, how old are these, Zach? About a month, I guess.
Yeah, about a month.
4 weeks old, something like that. 5 weeks old, something. And this is ones that we hatched out. I think there's 9 in here, I believe. So there's 9 in here that we hatched out on this round. And they live in this nice, warm, we got a heat lamp over here for in case they need it at night. And you know, food, which don't have to get filled up very often because it ain't but 9 birds eating out of this one big feeder. Same thing with the water. It takes about 2 or 3 days for them to empty the water out. And anyway, as you can see, we have some barred rock babies in here. We have, you're gonna have to do something different with that.
Yeah.
Zach's putting water in for the quail and it's leaking out everywhere. Where's the outlet at? Oh, put the outlet facing that up. Oh, stop. That floor is set it down, son. See what it does. That may be even worse, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's even worse. Turn around the other way. Well, that's right. It should be facing that way. I don't know why it's still leaking out. But anyway, enough about the water. So we have some in here that are like Americana mix with that big like Brahma rooster or whatever he is. So we're not real sure what these are. I mean, they're pretty much straight run. I see some of them's cone coming in really, really good. So I'm pretty sure we got a couple, 3 or 4 roosters in this hatching. But we'll go inside here in a second and I'll show you what we got going on inside. Like I said, I guess I'll just kind of do this in reverse as to the big chickens versus, you know, month-old chickens, and then we have some inside that are different ages also, so we'll cover that as well. So continuing on with our backwards journey of the chicken, I guess these chicks in here are like a week old ish, I think, maybe 2 weeks old on some of them. As you can see, they're starting to kind of get some of their permanent feathers in and all their nice pretty coloring and whatnot. Then we're gonna move over here. Let me shut this. To this tub. And in this tub we got some, like these are just like 2 days old. And I think a couple of these over here are like 4 days old. I think this one is like 4 days old. And then up here, move this out the way a little bit. Inside there, as you can see, we have chickens hatching inside that hatcher. And there's, I think, 4 in there. Yeah, right now. And some more coming out their shells. And then you move over here underneath this, and there's a whole lot happening in there. I think there's 51 eggs or something like that in there. Something like that. We keep it covered up to keep the humidity and the temperature right in there. So that is the backwards transition of a chicken, I guess, from big to a couple of months old, or a month old, to a couple of weeks old, to a couple of days old, to fresh hatching and getting set up in the incubator. So we hope y'all learned something from that little I guess, chicken montage, reverse order of how we grow chickens. We, now, just so you know, once they hatch in the little hatching incubator, we let them stay in there for like a day or two, let them dry off real good. And, they're good to not eat for like the first 2 days because they absorb all the, you know, the white and the yolk and all that stuff gets absorbed. And so they're good to not eat for the first 2 days. And then, once they get good and dried off, we move them down to that little tub with the little babies in there. And once they get big enough in there, we move them into the next one and then out to the brooder room, you know. And we also have this big cabinet hatcher, which we're not cabinet incubator / hatcher, which we're not using it just at this moment, but we are fixing to fill it up here before long. I got to build some little roller trays in there for the eggs so they can get moved. But once I get that done, we're going to put that thing back in service and hatch like a lot of eggs at a time. Especially if some of these that we hatched out now turn out to be good laying hens. We'll see how that goes, you know. But as of right now, that's what we got going on with chickens. We hope y'all learned something about maybe the process of hatching or incubating, hatching, growing, and maintaining birds. You know, we feed them every day. We got some that's out running around, eating. We got some locked up in pens, you know. They running around everywhere. They all different kind of places because, well, we really like our chickens. So, we hope this was informative. We hope y'all learned something from it. We appreciate everybody's support on YouTube and Facebook. And we will see y'all on the next one.